Good evening. I am Dr. Kirsten Fleming, Provost and Executive Vice President for the University of Northern Colorado. It is my great pleasure to welcome you to the Spring 2023 Commencement Ceremony. Out of respect for the proceedings, we ask that graduates and guests remain in the arena for the duration of the ceremony. If you are able, please stand now for the presentation of colors and the national anthem.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still.
Please be seated. And please join me in thanking our talented ensemble and Caitlin Moore, Rising Doctor of Arts in Music Performance, for leading the singing of the national anthem. Thank you as well to the UNC Police Department Honor Guard for presenting the national colors. It is now my distinct honor and pleasure to introduce the President of the University of Northern Colorado, Andy Feinstein.
Well, thank you, Provost Fleming. Good evening and welcome, graduates and guests. Buenas noches y bienvenidos. That's right. I am pleased to welcome you to the University of Northern Colorado's Spring Commencement Ceremony for recipients of specialists, master's, and doctoral degrees. As we begin, I acknowledge that the grounds upon which our university stands are inextricably tied to the history and culture of Indigenous peoples. The University of Northern Colorado occupies the lands and the territories of the Ute, Cheyenne, Arapaho, and Lakota peoples. Further, we acknowledge the 48 tribes that are historically tied to the state of Colorado. I invite the university community to pay respect to elders past, present, and future, and to those who have stewarded this land throughout the generations. Consistent with our values of community and inclusion, we have a responsibility to be better stewards of the land we inhabit and to acknowledge, honor, and make visible the stories and practices of Indigenous peoples. Today is a momentous occasion, and I am honored to celebrate commencement with the class of 2023. That's right. Now, this evening we are recognizing 551 graduates who range in age from 21 to 68 years old and represent 34 Colorado counties, 44 states, and 18 countries. Now, obtaining a college degree is a significant milestone. To continue to advance in your field or profession by pursuing graduate education is especially remarkable. The honor bestowed upon you this evening is special because it is so rare. You are all here because of your hard work, dedication, and determination, and the countless hours you have spent in classrooms, libraries, studios, and labs. As some of you may know, first-generation students make up a significant portion of UNC's student population. This includes students who are the first in their family to pursue graduate-level education. If you identify as a first-generation student, would you please stand? Congratulations. Congratulations on your accomplishments. Graduates, as you prepare to embark on the next phase of your journey, please join me in thanking the family members, friends, and supporters who helped you arrive here today. Let's give them a big round of applause. You have also been taught, mentored, and guided by the university's tremendous faculty and staff who have dedicated themselves to helping you realize your dreams. Faculty and staff, would you please stand to be recognized? Thank you so much for your contributions to our students' success. I want to take a moment to welcome any military personnel and veterans who are joining us today. Would you please stand? Thank you for your service to our country. It is now my distinct pleasure to introduce some of the special guests who are on the stage with me this evening. First, I would like to recognize members of the University of Northern Colorado Board of Trustees, Trustees Maya Babs, Patricia Barella Rivera, Steve Jordan, Annette Martinez, and Angela Vaughn. Would you please stand to be recognized? Thank you for being here today. We are grateful for your leadership and support of the university and our students. I am also joined by members of the President's Cabinet and ask them to please stand to be recognized. Thank you for your outstanding leadership as we continue to advance the institution. Universities, by their very nature, are places where individuals are empowered to realize their fullest potential. This fundamental mission is essential to everything we do here at UNC. We know that earning a college degree has a long-lasting positive effect on the lives of individuals, their families, and their communities. Pursuing a graduate degree further equips you to work at the highest levels in your field or profession. You are poised to leverage your talents and creativity as you seek to realize your greatest dreams and biggest ambitions. You are prepared to be the leaders who will address some of our world's most pressing challenges. From this day forward, wherever you go and whatever path you explore, I hope you will continue to embrace discovery, follow your curiosity, and seek ways to be a catalyst for change in your community and beyond. I have every confidence that you are leaving UNC with the resilience, determination, and character needed to be successful in the next chapter of your life. Our commitment at UNC to being students first means that we exist to transform the lives of our students. From the time you enroll, we are focused on all aspects of your success and committed to seeing you make your way across the graduation stage. Today, we mark the years of sustained effort you have invested and the sacrifices you have made. I encourage you to use the knowledge you have gained, the relationships that you have built, and the experiences you have had to be the difference makers we need in this world. Class of 2023, you are part of a tradition that dates back to 1891 when our institution celebrated its first 12 graduates. Since then, over 160,000 individuals have become alumni of our university. The class of 1910 left as a gift to the university an entry gate on 10th Avenue, which is inscribed with the motto, "Rowing, not drifting." This resonates with me as a powerful, relevant metaphor, a reminder to be purposeful. You have all proven that you are most certainly rowing. As you embark on the pursuit of new endeavors, our entire UNC community looks ahead with anticipation to everything you will do next. Congratulations, graduates, and best wishes for the future. So we have many tremendous students graduating today, each with a unique journey that brought them to this point, and with the promise of a fulfilling life and professional career to come. And I wish I had time to recognize and share the story of every graduate. Although that is not possible, I do have the great pleasure of introducing the exceptional student who was selected as the speaker for tonight's ceremony. Misha Lee graduates today with a master's degree in special education. She is a former teacher in the Douglas County School District and plans to continue her career in special education, focusing on middle school age children with significant support needs. Please join me in welcoming Misha to the podium.
Thank you, President Feinstein. Graduates, loved ones, and distinguished faculty members, it's an honor to be here with you today. I'm so grateful to the University of Northern Colorado for the privilege of being your graduate speaker. We did it. Take a moment and let that set in. Every one of us here today did it. When I explained to my 5-year-old that I was graduating today with my master's degree and what that meant, she looked at me with unwavering conviction and said, "You should be proud." My daughter said that, and I say that to you now. You should be proud. You should be proud of everything that you've accomplished here today. And I'm not just talking about earning your graduate degree. I'm talking about being proud of maintaining a job, raising a family, caring for loved ones, and caring for yourselves, all while furthering your education and pursuing your passions in impossibly uncertain times. This has been an emotional journey fraught with uncertainty, anxiety, and stress. Yet here we stand triumphant and proud over the accomplishments we have achieved here today. We recognize the resilience, perseverance, and grit we have shown to overcome these obstacles and reach this milestone. It is a testament to our indomitable spirit and unshakable willpower. We must take a moment and express our gratitude to those who have supported us throughout this journey. our mentors, colleagues, professors, friends, and family that have been our pillars of strength, providing us with the unwavering support, guidance, and empathy that we needed to navigate through. Without them, this journey would have been much more difficult. We thank you. Jeff Lindsay said, the key to a happy life is to have accomplishments to be proud of and purpose to look forward to. My hope is that the culmination of everything that you have achieved brings you that purpose, and you are just as proud of yourselves as my daughter said you should be. May your road be paved with empathy, kindness, and many more moments to be proud of. Congratulations, graduates. We did it. Thank you.
Thank you, Misha, and congratulations. Before we begin the process of recognizing tonight's graduates, I would like to acknowledge doctoral student and ROTC cadet Ching Win Han, who has accepted a commission in the U.S. Army through the ROTC. He is accompanied tonight by Major Ryan Rawley. Will you both please stand? Thank you, and you may be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Dean of the Graduate School, Jerry Lyons, who will present the candidates for doctoral hooding.
Thank you, Provost Fleming. Will the candidates for doctoral degrees please stand? President Feinstein, Provost Fleming, trustees and guests, it is my privilege to invite the degree candidates to come forward now to be hooded by their research advisors and college deans.
Ready. Sean Hoverson, Doctor of Audiology, is being hooded by Dr. Deanna Meinke. Dr. Hoverson's doctoral scholarly project title is Spectator Noise Exposures During a Season of Minor League Hockey.
Laura Watts, PhD, Counselor Ed and Supervision, will be hooded by Dr. Heather Pendleton-Helm. Dr. Watts' dissertation is Inward and Onward, an autoethnography on the lived experience of love, loss, and grief in a doctoral program.
Samuel Pennington, Doctor of Audiology, is being hooded by Dr. Deanna Meinke and Dr. Don Finan. Dr. Pennington's doctoral scholarly project title is The Effect of Low Frequency Sound on Listening Levels.
Rebecca Albert Volroth, EDD Education Leadership, will be hooded by Dr. Amy Semensky. Dr. Albert Volrath's dissertation is an examination of support provided to students attending 2 performing Colorado high schools and a significant percentage of students experiencing poverty.
Leah McCaslin, Doctor of Audiology. It's being hooded by Dr. Studi and Dr. Bright. Dr. McCaslin's doctoral scholarly project title was Autoacoustic Emissions, a case study before, during, and after pregnancy.
Jennifer Krill, EDD Educational Leadership, will be hooded by Dr. Amy Semensky. Dr. Krill's dissertation is a portrait of culturally responsive, socially just school leadership, a Latino critical theory student perspective.
Justine Wright, Doctor of Audiology, is being hooded by Dr. Bright and Dr. Weber. Dr. Wright's project was called Frequency-Specific Hearing Assessment Noise, Minimum Response Levels and Response Time in Pediatric Populations.
Amy Beacons, EDD Educational Leadership, will be hooded by Dr. Linda Vogel. Dr. Beacon's dissertation, Principal Actions that Influence Teacher Retention in High Poverty Schools.
Abigail Hayes, Doctor of Audiology, is being hooded by Dr. Jenny Weber and Dr. Katie Bright. The project title is The Effect of Head Size on Canine Brainstem Auditory Evoked Responses.
Vanessa Giddings, EDD Educational Leadership, will be hooded by Dr. Linda Vogel. Dissertation is Meeting Free Appropriate Public Education and Least Restrictive Environmental Requirements for Students with Disabilities During the COVID-19 Pandemic, Implications for Special Education Directors.
Jessica Hamilton, Doctor of Audiology, being hooded by Dr. Studi and Dr. Weber. The project title, The Effect of Alcohol on Assessment of the Auditory and Vestibular System.
Bonnie Palmer, EDD Educational Leadership, will be hooded by Dr. Linda Vogel. Dr. Palmer's dissertation is Characteristics of Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math Mentoring Relationship Practices in Secondary Education Settings, a case study.
Haley Guyette, Doctor of Audiology, is being hooded by Dr. Studi. Project title, Educating Healthcare Professionals on Implantable Hearing Solutions to Increase Appropriate Referral Rates in Adults.
Jason Siebert, EDD Educational Leadership, hooded by Dr. Linda Vogel. Dissertation, The Relationship Between Colorado Teacher Salary and Colorado Teacher Turnover.
Lindsay Kane, Doctor of Audiology, is being hooded by Dr. Tina Studi. Project, a review of the provision of hearing health care through humanitarian efforts.
Kathleen Armstrong, PhD, Higher Education and Student Affairs Leadership, hooded by Dr. Linda Vogel. Dr. Armstrong's dissertation, The Impacts of Internship Experiences on Professional Identity Developments for Undergraduate Women of Color in Engineering.
Amanda Bevan, PhD in Biological Education, is being hooded by Dr. Rick Adams. The dissertation is Responsive Bats and Nocturnal Food Webs to Mountain Pine Beetle, Dendroctonus ponderosa, Outbreaks.
Ruth Ann Orihuela, PhD, Higher Education and Student Affairs Leadership, hooded by Dr. Linda Vogel. Dr. Orihuela's dissertation is Leading Change, Understanding White Male Community College Presidents and Their Efforts to Improve Outcomes for All Students.
David Lyons, PhD, Biological Education, is being hooded by Dr. Nicholas Pullen. Dissertation, Regulators of Mast Cell Activation.
Pauline Avis, EDD, Educational Leadership, hooded by Dr. Michael Conan. Dr. Avis's dissertation is Women in Educational Leadership, an Embodied Narrative Inquiry.
Elena Buchanan, PhD, Biological Education, is being hooded by Dr. Ginger Fisher. Dissertation, Course-Based Undergraduate Research Experiences, Science Practices, and Science Identity.
Courtney Lamb, EDD, Educational Leadership, hooded by Dr. Michael Cohen. Dr. Lamb's dissertation is Let's Take This Outside, utilizing outdoor classrooms as a response to the COVID-19 pandemic.
Christopher Reiser, PhD, Chemical Education, is being hooded by Dr. Melissa Weinrich. Dissertation, Effect of Implementing Psychosocial Interventions as Pen Pals in General Chemistry.
Audrey Tolko, PhD, Educational Psychology, hooded by Dr. Molly Jameson. Dr. Tolko's dissertation is evaluating the impact of a certificate in college teaching program on graduate students' pedagogical metacognition and teaching knowledge.
Erica Almeida Trujillo, Doctor of Nursing Practice, is being hooded by Dr. Natalie Poole. Development of a comprehensive primary care algorithm to manage children who are overweight or obese.
Tanisha Taylor, EDD, Educational Studies, hooded by Dr. Christy McConnell. Dr. Taylor's dissertation, The Experiences of Black Diplomat Families in American International Schools.
Bridget Bachner, PhD in Nursing Education, is being hooded by Dr. Carlo Parker. Dissertation, Undergraduate Nursing Faculty Expectations of New Graduate Nurses Entry-Level Competencies.
Amanda Butcher, EDD, Educational Studies, hooded by Dr. Christine McConnell. Dr. Butcher's dissertation, Jardin de Angelita, Utilizing Arts-Based Methods to Inform Interculturalization in the Third Space.
Raiden Gall, PhD, Nursing Education, being headed by Dr. Carlo Parker. Dissertation, The Lived Experiences of Registered Nurses and Nurse Midwives in St. Kitts and Nevis.
Mandy Lee, EDD, Educational Studies, hooded by Dr. Christine McConnell. Dr. Lee's dissertation, Okeophilo, Relationships Among Life, Human Life, and Place in School Communities and Their Expressions in Their Curriculum.
Esmeralda Clark, PhD, Nursing Education, being hooded by the rather busy Dr. Carlo Parker. Dissertation, Exploring the Experiences of Hispanic Latino English as an Additional Language Pre-Licensure Nursing Students in Academia.
Melissa Rodriguez Estrada, PhD, School Psychology, hooded by Dr. Robin Hess. Dr. Rodriguez Estrada's dissertation is Self-Care, Stress, and School Burnout Among Graduate Students Preparing to Become Mental Health Practitioners.
Lisa Winchester, PhD, Nursing Education, is being hooded by Dr. Darcy Copeland. The dissertation is Interruptions and the Novice Emergency Nurse, a Focused Ethnography.
Megan Baxter, PhD, School Psychology, hooded by Dr. David Hulak. Dr. Baxter's dissertation is The Effects of Good Behavior Game on Preschoolers' Self-Regulation.
Emily Brower, PhD, Nursing Education, is being hooded by Dr. Melissa Henry. The dissertation, Faculty Experience, Providing Nursing Student Support, and Interpretive Phenomenological Analysis.
Rosa Law, PhD, Higher Education and Student Affairs Leadership, hooded by Dr. Sylvia Correa Torres. Dr. Law's dissertation is a mixed methods approach to investigating core self-evaluations, ethnicity, and perceived discrimination.
Mark Longshore, PhD, Nursing Education, is being hooded by Dr. Michael Aldridge. Factors influencing political self-efficacy and political astuteness in undergraduate nurse educators.
Deborah Mendoza, PhD, Special Education, hooded by Dr. Sylvia Correa Torres. Dr. Mendoza's dissertation, Resilience in Families of Children with Visual Impairments.
Amanda Rossley, PhD, Nursing Education, being hooded by Dr. Michael Aldridge. Dissertation, a comparison of registered nurses' motivation and knowledge levels between gamified and traditional courses.
Anita Muthukumaran, PhD, Special Education, hooded by Dr. Sylvia Correa Torres. Dr. Muthukumaran's dissertation, Experiences of Middle School Students with Visual Impairments Assessing Technologies in Inclusive Classrooms.
Brandon Jones, PhD, Sport and Exercise Science, Exercise Physiology, is being hooded by Dr. David Heiduck. The dissertation, The Effect of Puberty Blocking Treatment, gonadotropin releasing hormone agonist on physical activity and reproductive health in young female rats.
Briseida Guerrero, PhD, Special Education, hooded by Dr. Sylvia Correa Torres. Dr. Guerrero's dissertation, Latinx Mothers' Experience During Their Children's First Individualized Education Program Progress.
Arjun Ramani, PhD, Sport and Exercise Science, Exercise Physiology, is being hooded by Dr. Laura Stewart. Dissertation exploring the effects of cannabidiol on psychological health, cognitive wellness, neural health, and natural killer cells.
I'm not reading it. Keisha Green, PhD, Special Education, Dr. Sylvia Correa Torres, Dr. Tracy Gerwish-Wynn. Dr. Green's dissertation, an exploration of the experiences of pre-service special education teachers as they engage in explicit instruction in the area of culturally responsive teaching.
Leah Haverbeck-Simon, PhD, Sport and Exercise Science, Exercise Physiology, is being hooded by Dr. Reed Hayward. Dissertation, Effect of Exercise Training on Circulating Cancer-Associated Immune Cells in Breast Cancer Patients.
Kevin Bland, PhD, Special Education, hooded by Dr. Tracy Gershwin. Dr. Bland's dissertation, Understanding Trauma Through a Behavior Analytic Lens, a Comparative Case Study.
Taman Hall, PhD, Sport and Exercise Science, Physical Education, Physical Activity Leadership, being hooded by Dr. Brian Downhauser. Technology integration in school-based physical activity.
Robin O'Shea, PhD, Special Education, hooded by Dr. Tracy Gershwin. Dr. O'Shea's dissertation, Use Them or Lose Them, In-Service Teacher Perceptions of the Usability and Sustainability of Facilitated Individual Education Program, Meeting Training and Learning Techniques.
Zachary McCarver, PhD, Sport and Exercise Science, Social Psychology of Sport and Physical Activity, is being hooded by Dr. Megan Stelino. Dissertation, Poor Hockey Behaviors, Athletes, Moral Acculturation Experiences in Youth Hockey. Linda
Owar, PhD, Applied Statistics Research Methods, hooded by Dr. Randy Larkin and Dr. Han Yu.
Danielle Wong Vickland, PhD, Sport and Exercise Science, Social Psychology of Sport and Physical Activity, is being hooded by Dr. Stellino. Dissertation, A Current Wave of Development, Examination of Positive Youth Development and Identity in the Junior Lifeguard Program.
Sean Kershaw, PhD, Counseling Psychology, hooded by Dr. Loon Tan. Dr. Kershaw's dissertation, Exploring Suicide Loss Survivorship and Postvention Support During the COVID-19 Pandemic.
Alicia Romano, PhD, Sport and Exercise Science. Sport Administration is being hooded by Dr. Morse. Dissertation and eye-tracking investigation of consumers' real-time behaviors in professional minor league hockey.
Katie Bartholomew, PhD, Counseling Psychology, hooded by Dr. Luton and Dr. Doug Woody. Dr. Bartholomew's dissertation, Childhood Trauma History and Vicarious Traumatization in Early Career Mental Health Professionals, the Roles of Supervisory Working Alliance and Shame.
Johan Lee, PhD, Sport Exercise Science, Sport Administration is being hooded by Dr. Morse. Dissertation, Impact of COVID-19 on Secondary Market Ticket Price, Attendance Demand and Fans' Willingness to Pay in the National Football League.
Michaela Harrison, PhD, Counseling Psychology, hooded by Dr. Kenneth Parnell. Dr. Harrison's dissertation, Child Sexual Abuse Disclosure, No Offending Fathers, or Non-Offending Fathers.
Lara Pimentel Ferreira, DA in Music, Collaborative Piano, is being hooded by Dr. Socrates Garcia. Dissertation, Chamber Music in the Dominican Republic, New Arrangements for Ensemble with Piano.
Tiana Johnson, PhD, Counseling Psychology, will be hooded by Dr. Kenneth Parnell. Dr. Johnson's dissertation, Men's Feminist Identity Development, The Process and Critical Influences.
Brian Dukeshire, DA in Music, Conducting, is being hooded by Dr. Jill Burgett. Dissertation, Dan Forrest, The Breath of Life, a podium guide with a study of the compositional techniques and the integration of text used to mirror the emotional arc of the human life cycle.
Hunter Montoya, PhD, Counseling Psychology, hooded by Dr. Kenneth Parnell. Dr. Montoya's dissertation, The Impact of Hope on the Relationship Between Socioeconomic Context and Career Exploration.
Adekoan Sukjang, Doctor of Arts in Music, Music Composition is being hooded by Dr. Carissa Reddick. Bangkokscape, an original composition for ensemble, is the dissertation.
Patricia Sparks, PhD, Counseling Psychology, hooded by Dr. Stephen Wright. Dr. Sparks' dissertation, College Sexual Assault, Career Adaptability, and Grit, a Moderation Analysis.
Chris Navarrete, Doctor of Arts in Music, Jazz Studies, is being hooded by Dr. Carissa Reddick. Dissertation, Supporting Traditional Jazz Pedagogy Through Neuroscientific Approach, Understanding the Learning Process and the Requirements of the Nervous System. Kelsey Smith, DA in Music, Music Performance, is being hooded by Dr. Maldi and Dr. Reddick. Dissertation, Swimming in the Third Stream, a performance guide for David Baker Singers of Songs, Weavers of Dreams for cello and percussion. Caitlin Moore, DA in Music Performance, being hooded by Dr. Melissa Maldy. Dissertation, Considerations, and Pedagogical Approaches for Switching from Soprano to Mezzo-Soprano. Ivana Munchen, DA in Music Performance, is being hooded by Dr. Wing. Luciano Berrios 6 Encores por Piano, a guide for performance preparation. Luciano, thank you. Just come around. Luciano Silvestri, Jr., Doctor of Arts in Music Education, is being hooded by Dr. Nancy Glenn. Dissertation and examination of musical pitch color correspondence in music, arts, and non-art students and adults.
Will the candidates for the Specialist in Education degree please stand? Candidates, you have met the degree requirements for the Specialist in Education degree. Please come forward to be recognized.
Larry Abel, Educational Specialist in Educational Leadership.
Amy Buford, EDS Educational Special Ed Admin.
Jacinda Gallegos, Specialist in Educational Leadership.
Kimberly Avalos, Educational Leadership Special Ed Admin.
Ruth Okaneri, Specialist in Educational Leadership.
Elizabeth Collins, Specialist in Educational Special Ed Administration.
Christina Rivard, Specialist in School Psychology.
Jessica Edelstein, Specialist in Educational Leadership Special Ed Admin.
Shanna Weaver, Specialist in School Psychology.
Elise Fieldgrove, Specialist in Educational Leadership Special Ed Admin.
Michaela Beyer, Specialist in School Psychology with Applied Behavioral Analysis.
Tabitha Miller, Specialist Educational Leadership Special Ed Admin.
Catherine Lundstrom, Specialist in School Psychology, Applied Behavior Analysis.
Jason Dobson, Specialist Educational Leadership.
Winter Petron, Specialist School Psychology, Applied Behavior Analysis.
Amanda LePage Simkis, Specialist Educational Leadership.
Kara Ween, Specialist School Psychology, Applied Behavior Analysis.
D'Angela Roberts, Specialist Educational Leadership Special Ed Admin.
Natalie Lenzer, Specialist School Psychology.
Troy Yannel, Specialist Educational Leadership Special Ed Admin.
Michaela Manchester, Specialist School Psychology.
Kylan Camassioni, Specialist School Psychology.
Anna Lotz, Specialist School Psychology.
Samantha Gray, Specialist School Psychology. Julie Campbell, Specialist School Psychology. Madison Hendricks, Specialist, School Psychology. Christina Holden, Specialist, School Psychology.
Will the candidates for the master's degrees please stand? The deans of their respective colleges will now present graduates who have met the requirements for the degrees established and recommended by their college's faculty. Dean Stallings.
Good evening. Good evening. Is this on? There it is. Is this on? My name is Jared Stallings. I'm the Dean of College of Education and Behavioral Sciences. The candidates for the degree of Master of Arts, Master of Arts in Teaching, and Master of Science. You're all standing. These are degrees from the College of Education and Behavioral Sciences. Please come forward and be recognized.
Ellie Bender, Clinical Mental Health Counseling.
Arnisha Bryant, MA in Educational Leadership.
Tia Feliciano, Early Childhood Special Education.
Angela Hernandez, Master of Arts in Educational Leadership.
Andrea Davis, Master of Arts, Clinical Mental Health Counseling.
Amber Kirkham, Master of Arts in Educational Leadership.
Reese Henderson, Master of Arts, Clinical Mental Health Counseling.
Kristen Carter, Master of Arts in Educational Leadership.
Caitlin McConnell, Master of Arts, Clinical Mental Health Counseling.
Celeste Dierenfeld, Master of Arts in Educational Psychology.
Mallory Radcliffe, Master of Arts, Clinical Mental Health Counseling.
Juliana Campbell, Master of Arts in Educational Psychology, Teaching Applications.
Ari Richardson, Master of Arts, Clinical Mental Health Counseling and School Counseling.
Kelly Stone, Master of Arts in Foundations of Professional Psychology.
Anicia Molina, Master of Arts, Special Education Intervention Specialist, Applied Behavioral Analysis.
Elizabeth Anderson, Master of Arts in Special Education.
Melissa Rosenberg, Master of Arts, Clinical Mental Health Counseling.
Megan Corral, Master of Arts in Special Education, Deaf and Hard of Hearing.
Jorge Rubio Pavan, Master of Arts, Clinical Mental Health Counseling.
Amanda Ledger, Master of Arts in Early Childhood Special Education.
Monica Vesio, Master of Arts, Clinical Mental Health Counseling.
Javier Soto Torres, Master of Arts in School Counseling.
Matthew Russell, Master of Arts, Clinical Mental Health Counseling.
Nicholas Highland, Master of Arts in School Counseling.
Maya Post, Master of Arts, Higher Education Student Affairs Leadership.
Lindsay Hoxtus, Master of Arts in School Counseling.
Ana Laura Quinones, Master of Arts Literacy.
Jacqueline Strange, Master of Arts in School Counseling.
Nicole Lee, Master of Arts, Marriage, Couples, and Family Counseling.
Lauren Walther, Master of Arts in School Counseling.
Ma Pagnon, Master of Arts, Marriage, Couples, and Family Counseling.
Bianca Avila, Master of Science in Applied Statistics and Research Methods.
Olivia Becker, Master of Arts, Multilingual Education, World Language Licensure.
Sarah McLaughlin, Master of Arts in Special Education Generalist.
Kendra Aragon, Master of Arts, Schools and Counseling.
Misha Lee, Master of Arts in Special Education Generalist.
Chelsea Rowan, Master of Arts, Multilingual Education, World Language Licensure.
Mary Woods, Master of Arts in Special Education Generalist.
Taylor Eatwell, Master of Arts, School Counseling.
Theresa Brenham, Master of Arts in Special Education Visual Impairment.
Ashley Edwards, Master of Arts, School Counseling.
Naimbezi Hendrickson, Master of Arts in Special Education Visual Impairment.
Clarissa Bevins, Master of Arts, School Counseling.
Elizabeth Maraz Valdez, Master of Arts in Special Education Visual Impairment.
Derek Betting, Master of Arts, School Counseling.
Lori Rudolph, Master of Arts in Special Education Visual Impairment.
Flor Kemp, Master of Arts, Multilingual Education, World Language Licensure.
Brooke Schiffelbein, Master of Arts in Special Education Visual Impairment.
Catherine Hoppy, Master of Arts, Special Education.
Emily Gonzalez, Master of Arts in Teaching Education, Culturally and Linguistically Diverse Education.
Hannah Hendry, Master of Arts, Special Education, Early Childhood Special Education.
Marissa Hurst, Master of Arts in Teaching Education, Culturally and Linguistically Diverse Education.
Riley Bomberger, Master of Arts, Special Education.
Aya Todorobiatis, Master of Arts in Teaching Education, Culturally and Linguistically Diverse Education.
Jessica Caro Rojas, Master of Arts, Special Education.
Kyungmi Yoon, Master of Arts in Teaching Education, Culturally and Linguistically Diverse Education.
Ashley Phelps, Master of Arts, Special Education, Early Childhood Special Education.
Whitney Chilson, Master of Arts in Teaching Education, Curriculum Studies.
Emily Briggs, Master of Arts, Special Education, Early Childhood Special Education.
Corey Schick, Master of Arts in Special Education Generalist.
Christine Britton, Master of Arts, Special Education.
Michelle Cohen, Master of Arts in Teaching Secondary Pedagogy, Secondary Licensure, grades 7 through 12.
Jesse Gibson, Master of Arts, Special Education.
Jennifer Hicks, Master of Arts in Teaching Secondary Pedagogy.
Kirk Hammond, Master of Arts, Special Education.
Zachary Christensen, Master of Arts in Teaching Secondary Pedagogy.
Mariley Hartle, Master of Arts, Special Education.
Jody Guzman, Master of Arts in Teaching Secondary Pedagogy.
Gabriela Gonzalez, Master of Arts, Special Education, Intervention Specialist, Applied Behavioral Analysis.
Nicholas Jacoby, Master of Arts in Teaching Secondary Pedagogy.
Luann Cox, Master of Arts, Special Education, Intervention Specialist, Applied Behavioral Analysis.
Lena Withers, Master of Arts in Teaching Secondary Pedagogy.
Jennifer Cheeseman, Master of Arts, Special Education, Intervention Specialist, Applied Behavioral Analysis.
Stephanie Frost, Master of Arts in Teaching Education, Elementary Education.
Elena Hank, Master of Arts, Special Education, Intervention Specialist, Applied Behavioral Analysis.
Noli Bangus, Master of Arts in Early Elementary Education.
Dallas Kilgore, Master of Arts, Special Education, Intervention Specialist, Applied Behavioral Analysis.
J.C. Janicki, MA in Special Education, Intervention Specialist with Applied Behavioral Analysis.
Ashley Lacara, Master of Arts, Special Education, Intervention Specialist, Applied Behavioral Analysis.
Emma Dreward, Master of Arts in Teaching Early Elementary Education.
Jenny Madden, Master of Arts, Special Education, Intervention Specialist, Applied Behavioral Analysis.
Lauren Gillies, Master of Arts in Teaching Early Elementary Education.
Shayla Honkanen, Master of Arts, Special Education, Intervention Specialist, Applied Behavioral Analysis.
Brittany Wiley, Master of Arts in Teaching, Early Elementary Education.
Mackenzie Polu, Master of Arts, Special Education, Intervention Specialist, Applied Behavioral Analysis.
Dahlia Hertz, Master of Arts in Teaching, English Education.
Sharon Alkali, Master of Arts, Special Education, Intervention Specialist, Applied Behavior Analysis.
Jeremiah Hartzell, MA in Rehabilitation Counseling.
Chloe McCluskey, Master of Arts, Educational Leadership, Special Education Administration.
Misha Memon, Master of Arts in Clinical Mental Health Counseling.
Rosa Mejia, Master of Arts, Special Education, Early Childhood Special Education.
My name is Jim Dorner, the Dean of the College of Humanities and Social Science. Will the candidates receiving the Masters of Arts and the Masters of Arts in Teaching degrees from the College of Humanities and Social Science please come forward to receive your diplomas?
Mikkel and Julie, Master of Arts, Criminology and Criminal Justice.
Grace Baker, Master of Arts in English.
Caitlin Beal, Master of Arts, Criminology and Criminal Justice.
Anna Brown, Master of Arts in History.
James Lanigan, Master of Arts, Criminology, Criminal Justice.
Neil Lovell, Master of Arts in History.
Heather DeRoche, Master of Arts, Criminology, Criminal Justice.
Connor Spellman, Master of Arts in History. Sandra Tapia, Master of Arts in Sociology. Luis Quintana Moran, Master of Arts in Sociology. Emma Ryan, Master of Arts in Sociology. Alkanazi. Mohammed Alkanazi, Master of Arts in Sociology.
My name is Keiko Kranke, Interim Dean of the Montfort College of Business. Will the candidates receiving Master of Accountancy and Master of Business Administration degrees from the Montfort College of Business please come forward to receive your diplomas?
Brianna McFadden, Master of Accounting.
Samant Kulkarni, Master of Business Administration.
Taylor Hummel, MBA.
Chengwen Han, Master of Accounting.
Ginger Klein, Business Administration, MBA.
Katrina Langevin,
Urian Hudson.
MBA.
Urian Hudson, MBA, Business Administration.
Is that Hayden or Hayden? Hayden Anderson, MBA.
Jordan Knapp, MBA, Business Administration.
Sabrina Abel, MBA, Business Administration.
Jessica Heidechek, MBA, Business Administration, Healthcare Administration.
Ashley Adabar, MBA, Business Administration.
Miriam Blund Speedy, MBA, Business Administration.
Leah Porter, MBA, Business Administration, Healthcare Administration.
Stephen Gibson, MBA, Business Administration, Human Resource Management.
Stephen Heiding, MBA, Business Administration, Human Resource Management.
Emily Douglas, MBA, Business Administration, Human Resource Management.
Jamie Martin, MBA, Business Administration, Accounting Analytics.
Kylie Burnside, MBA, Business Administration, Human Resource Management.
Kayleen Massey, MBA, Business Administration. Holly Mbugwa, MBA, Business Administration. Summer Ann Asherno, MBA, Business Administration, Human Resource Management. Luke McCall, MBA, Business Administration. Salma Hogu, MBA, Business Administration. Ian McCoy, MBA, Business Administration. Okay. Nazanan Nursalahi, MBA, Business Administration. Chelsea Ottaviano, MBA, Business Administration. Brian Respress, MBA, Business Administration. Hennebree Waters, MBA, Business Administration. Shelley Wheeler, MBA, Business Administration. Emily Wright, MBA, Business Administration. Sering Yutak, MBA, Business Administration. Terry Rangel, MBA, Business Administration, Healthcare Administration. Kylie Ross, MBA, Business Administration, Healthcare Administration. Jillian Winland, MBA, Business Administration, Healthcare Administration. Robin Jusila, MBA, Business Administration, Human Resource Management. Patrick Payne, MBA, Business Administration, Human Resource Management. Tony Sarazan, MBA, Business Administration, Human Resource Management. Jordan Scadden, MBA, Business Administration, Human Resource Management. Diana Flores, MBA, Business Administration, Human Resource Management. Dinah Worthen, MBA, Business Administration, Human Resource Management.
My name is Kamal Haddad, Dean of the College of Natural and Health Sciences. Will the candidates receiving Master of Arts, Master of Science, Master of Public Health, and Professional Science Master's degrees from the College of Natural Health Sciences please come forward to receive your diplomas?
Aubrey Chacon, MBS, Biomedical Science.
Shay Ke'ana Aina, Master of Science, Athletic Training.
Benjamin Jackson, Master of Biomedical Science.
Danielle Moulton, Master of Science, Athletic Training.
Joseph Hudson, Master of Biomedical Science.
Haley Terrell, Master of Science, Athletic Training.
Jessica Morrow, Master of Biomedical Science.
Ahancio Ohimai, Master of Science, Athletic Training.
Jackie Woods, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Travis Cox, Master of Science, Biological Sciences.
Becky Cobb, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Victoria Parrott, Master of Science, Dietetics.
Amanda Bridge, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Estrelita Luez Welch, Master of Science, Dietetics.
Kendra Boren, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Kayla Klubba Howell, Master of Science, Biological Sciences.
Lindsay Bender, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Leah Crenshaw, Master of Science, Biological Sciences.
Reston Myrick, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Catherine Privet, Master of Science, Dietetics.
Lindsay Moyer, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Christina English, Master of Science, Dietetics.
Campbell Duffy, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Kylie Bloyd, Master of Arts, Mathematics Teaching.
Casey Cash, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Justine Kabai, Master of Arts, Mathematics Teaching.
Anne Claire Frey, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Anayeli Gonzalez Inez, Master of Arts, Mathematics Teaching.
Alan Favier, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Trista Plant, Master of Arts, Mathematics Teaching.
Rachel Geller, Master of Science in Nursing, Leadership Quality and Safety.
Ruth Thompson, Master of Arts, Mathematics Teaching.
Lindsay Morrow, Master of Arts in Teaching, Physical Education, Physical Activity Leadership.
Sarah Adams, Master of Science Nursing, Leadership Quality and Safety.
Jordan Bueller, Master of Arts in Teaching, Physical Education, Physical Activity Leadership.
Kiana Antuna, Master of Science Nursing, Leadership Quality and Safety.
Chantel Masico, MA, Speech Language Pathology.
Ine Stump, Master of Science Nursing, Leadership Quality and Safety.
Catherine Rice, MA in Speech Language Pathology.
Matt Wood, Master of Arts Teaching, Physical Education, Physical Activity Leadership.
Olivia Newman, Master of Arts in Speech Language Pathology.
Shauna Zabinski, Master of Arts Teaching, Physical Education, Physical Activity Leadership.
Amber McIver, Master of Arts in Speech Language Pathology.
Amy Zortman, Master of Arts Teaching, Physical Education, Physical Activity Leaders.
Haley Menke, Master of Arts in Speech Language Pathology.
Roxy Ariano, Master of Arts, Rehabilitation Counseling.
Jessica Villanueva Guerra, Master of Arts in Speech Language Pathology.
Anita Anderson, Master of Arts, Speech Language Pathology.
Emma Jo Wiley, Master of Arts in Speech Language Pathology.
Mary Backus, Master of Arts, Speech Language Pathology.
Abigail Willison, Master of Arts, Speech Language Pathology.
Jack Irvin, Master of Arts, Speech Language Pathology. And then
Emily Parkos, Master of Arts in Speech Language Pathology.
Daniela Brengelman, Master of Arts, Speech Language Pathology.
Gabriela Mastalish, Master of Arts in Speech Language Pathology.
Sarah Gregory, Master of Arts, Speech Language Pathology.
Kaylee Hines, Master of Arts, Speech Language Pathology.
Christy Hartman, Master of Arts, Speech Language Pathology.
Samuel Baker, Master of Science, Sport Exercise Science, Biomechanics.
Tony Harding, Master of Arts, Speech Language Pathology.
Bailey Ngala, Master of Science in Sport and Exercise Science, Biomechanics.
Holly Stewart, Master of Arts, Speech Language Pathology.
Jordan Robinson, Master of Science, Sport and Exercise Science, Biomechanics.
Al Hartman, Master of Arts, Speech Language Pathology.
Danielle Rinaldo, Master of Science in Sport and Exercise Science, Social Psychology of Sport and Physical Activity.
Brittany O'Keefe, Master of Science, Sport and Exercise Science, Exercise Physiology.
Molly Hebzinski, Master of Science in Sport and Exercise Science, Social Psychology of Sport and Physical Activity.
Shannon Kelleher, Master of Science, Sport and Exercise Science, Exercise Physiology.
Samantha Stelpflug, Master of Science in Sport and Exercise Science, Social Psychology of Sport and Physical Activity.
Jennifer Linder, Master of Public Health, Community Health Education.
Miguel Cardozo, Master of Science in Sport and Exercise Science, Social Psychology of Sport and Physical Activity.
Charlie Wright, Master of Public Health, Community Health Education.
Mackenzie Pettit, Master of Science in Sport and Exercise Science, Social Psychology of Sport and Physical Activity.
Alexandra Sandoval, Master of Public Health, Community Health Education.
Nukwazan Alkalik, Master of Science in Sport and Exercise Science, Sport Administration.
Emma Thomason, Master of Science, Sport and Exercise Science, Exercise Physiology.
Carson Fisher, Master of Science in Sport and Exercise Science, Sport Administration.
Samuel Okitumbi, Master of Science, Sport and Exercise Science, Exercise Physiology.
Delaney Hall, Master of Science in Sport and Exercise Science, Sport Administration.
Paige Applegate, Master of Science, Sport and Exercise Science, Exercise Physiology. Benjamin Schleiper, Master of Science, Sport and Exercise Science, Exercise Physiology. Joseph Kelso, Master of Arts, Sports Coaching. Jenna Bashor, Master of Science, Sport and Exercise Science, Sport Administration. Sofan Bailey, MBS Biomedical Science. Jennifer Walsh-Penk, Master of Science, Sport and Exercise Science, Sports Administration. Menjin Shai, Master of Science, Sport and Exercise Science, Sports Administration.
Should I go? Should I go? My name is Cristina Goletti, Dean of the College of Performing and Visual Arts. Will the candidates receiving Master of Arts and Master of Music degrees from the College of Performing and Visual Arts please come forward to receive your diplomas?
Xiong Iris Zhang is receiving the Doctor of Arts. The title of the dissertation is Synthesizing Eastern and Western Musical Idioms in the Context of the Piano Concertos with the Traditional Chinese Orchestra. She's being hooded by Dr. Maldi and Dr. Reddick.
Ashley Carney, Master of Arts, Dance Education, Licensure Dance, grades K through 12.
Hi, I'm Lindsay.
Nice to meet you. Rebecca Myers, Master of Arts, Dance Education. Natalie Silva Brown, Master of Music, Instrumental Performance. Connor Williams, Master of Music, Vocal Performance. Jared Kreider, Master of Music, Jazz Studies.
Setsuko Hata, Master of Music in Jazz Studies.
Kate Williams, Master of Music, Jazz Studies. Benjamin Hall, Master of Music, Jazz Studies.
Hajia Simmons, Master of Music in Jazz Studies. Andrew Moore, Master of Music in Jazz Studies. Tisnock Jericho, Master of Music in Jazz Studies. Kelsey Wallner, Master of Music in Jazz Studies.
Well, it is now my great honor to invite Trustee Steve Jordan to the podium to authorize the conferral of degrees.
Okay, this is the part you've all been waiting for. So the Board of Trustees, first of all, extends its congratulations to our graduates and their families this evening. We are proud of your accomplishments and this significant milestone in your lives. President Feinstein, by virtue of the authority vested in the Board of Trustees for the University of Northern Colorado, and as a member of that board, I hereby authorize you to confer on this term's graduates the appropriate degrees as recommended by the faculty.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Trustee Jordan. We certainly appreciate your service. Candidates, please stand. By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree of your chosen field of study upon satisfactory completion of degree requirements with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. You may be seated. All right, graduates, congratulations to the graduating class of 2023. Let's hear another big round of applause. Okay, one more. That's right. So as you say goodbye for now to your alma mater, I encourage you to stay connected to your fellow Bears. UNC is stronger because each of you is part of our community. As graduates, you join a growing global network of over 132,000 living alumni. Will all UNC alumni please stand? That includes you, graduates. Look around you, graduates. These individuals are a part of your UNC Bear network. This tremendous resource will always be there for you. Never forget, once a bear,
Always a bear.
that's right. Let's get another round of applause for those graduates. Okay, you all may be seated. So as we conclude this commencement ceremony, I'm going to ask that the audience, graduates, and faculty please remain seated until the stage party exits. And then the commencement marshals will direct you to leave. Thank you and congratulations again, class of 2023. Yes. One second.